Hello, in this video we will see what is reduce function, and with the help of these three simple examples we will see how to use the reduce function in Python. So first of all, when to use the reduce function? Whenever you want to combine all the elements of the list into the single value, like suppose I want to find out the sum or product of all the values which are present into the list, it means resultant value will be single. So that time you can use the reduce function. Now this function requires the two argument. First will be the what is the function which you want to apply, and second one is the name of the list or list of the elements. Now to use this reduce function, first of all you have to import this library, then only you can use this reduce function. In this first example, calculating the sum or product of the list of elements, we will see how to use the reduce function. As I said, you first of all need to import this library. Means first of all I will write down this line to import that particular function, and after that we will see how to calculate the sum or product of the elements which are present into the list. So first of all we will declare one list. Consider L1 is the name of my list. Just write down whatever the elements you want to add into the list. After that, now we will use the reduce function. As I said, for this reduce function it requires the two argument. So first one is the name of the function which you want to apply. Consider you want to use the lambda function here. So if you want to calculate the sum of the elements which are present into the list, you need to pass the two argument x and y to the lambda function. After that I will say that x plus y. Means what is the meaning of this line? Lambda will take a two argument and they will return me the addition of these two values. And on which list I want to apply? Onto the L1 I want to apply this formula. So what they will do? They will pick up the first two values of the list. They will do the addition. After that, within that addition they will add the third value. So like that they will calculate the addition of all these elements which are present into the list. Now next thing is you have to store this result into one of the variables. Consider I have declared the variable A, and within that variable A they will store the result. So after that, to check out the result you have to print the value of the A. So if I execute the code right now, you are able to see they have displayed the 15. Means they have done the addition of elements properly and they have displayed the proper value. Now same thing, suppose instead of adding the values I just want to calculate the product of all the values. So instead of plus, you have to just use the multiplication sign, and if I execute they have calculated the sum of all the values which are present to the list. The values can be anything. It's not like that you have to use the sorted order. Suppose values is like 1, 20, next value is 100. So all those values are present into the list and I will able to calculate the product of all the values. So this is the first example. Now next example is calculating the factorial of the particular you can say particular number. So in that case, consider I just declare one list L1 which contains value like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, suppose I just want to calculate the product of all those values with the help of reduce function. Then I will say that reduce, within the bracket I will use the lambda function which will take a two argument x comma y. After that I will write down x multiplied by y, and this function I want to apply onto the L1, and I will store that result into the one of the variable. Consider I store that result into the A. You can give any name here. After that I said print A. So right now if I execute the code, you are able to see they have displayed the 120. Actually it is a factorial of the 5. Means you will get the factorial of 5 because you have added the elements which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means you have calculated the multiplication of all these values, means you have calculated the 5 factorial here. But it's not like that every time such a type of values are present into the list, or if you want to calculate the factorial of any number you have to create such a type of list. It's not like that. So instead of writing here I can say that you can use the range, and in the range you have to write down what is the starting value. So it has to be started from the 1, and if you want to end it at the 5, you need to write down 6 here, because ending is not included in the range function. So here it will goes from 1 to 5. Right now if I execute, you will get the same answer as a 120. Let me clear the screen. Again, suppose I have made the change, like instead of 6 I have written the 4. So actually it will be 1, 2, 3. Such a type of values can be generated by the range. So in short, I am calculating the factorial of 3 here. If I execute right now, you are able to see they have calculated the 6 value here. So like that you can calculate the factorial of a particular value with the help of reduce function. See, you can do this same thing with the help of for loop as well, but you can achieve the same thing in the single line itself. So that is a use of the reduce function. Now next thing is how to calculate the minimum and maximum value from the list. Okay, so as I said, this is the first line. You have to import this particular function, means reduce function. After that, suppose consider I have declared one list L1, list 1 is equal to, and within the square bracket I will just write down list of elements which I want to include. Suppose these are the list of elements. You can add any number of elements here. After that, with the help of reduce function, I want to calculate the minimum value. So for that, I will just use the reduce. As I said, it requires the 2 parameters. First one is which operation you want to apply. I just want to apply the minimum value. I want to calculate the minimum value. So I will use the lambda function here, lambda, and here I will pass the 2 values, x, y. Means these 2 values will be passed to the lambda function. After that, what I will say that x, if x is less than y, else y, and this functionality I want to apply onto the list 1. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? For the lambda function, 2 arguments will be there, and it will return the value of x if x is a less than y. Otherwise it will return the value of y. Means this lambda function returns the either x or y depend upon this particular condition, and this condition will be applied onto the each and every element of your list. Means first of all they will compare the first 2 elements. After that, whatever result they will get, they will compare that result with the third element. So like that they will calculate the minimum value from this list. Now I will use one variable here. Suppose consider mean. Now this result will be stored into the mean variable. After that you need to print that mean variable to check out your result. So if I execute right now, you are able to see they have displayed the 3, and 3 is a minimum value from this list. So like that you can calculate the minimum value from the list. Consider I just want to calculate the maximum value. So instead of less than, you just have to write down greater than. Now if I execute right now, you are able to see they have calculated the maximum value from the list with the simple change in this same code. I hope you are able to understand how to use the reduce function through this video. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you.